Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake. Welcome to the couch.
Yes, today we're doing something a little bit different. I've seen some other channels do it, notably Your Movie Sucks, so check out Your Movie Suck.
Hi, Adam. I had a dream about you.
Yeah, he told
That's
me
real.
it was bizarre.
It was super weird. There was a lizard costume.
You were in the lizard costume. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing is watching Ray Comfort's newest film called Exit.
Yeah.
Like we normally do, but we're going to film it and sort of edit together our initial reactions. It's just, you know.
This is a first viewing, so you're going to sit down with us. If you haven't seen it, you can either watch it before or after. It's available on his Living
channel.
Waters YouTube channel for free in its entirety. I don't expect very good things out of this. Sorry, Ray. Not. I love you as a person. Your work is kind of not great. I'm sure you feel the same way about me, though.
You know, the thing is, too, this is his film about suicide. I've attempted suicide twice in my life, so I'm interested to hear your opinions on it, Ray. Let's see what happens, shall we? I'm sure it'll be very tasteful. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch Ray Comfort's Exit.
The drive from LA to Oceanside was amazing. I've never seen so many green hills in all my life. I thought I was in Kentucky.
He's from New Zealand.
There's an ugly rumor.
When I was 10 to 12 years old, I was gang raped by 3 men. From
Wow,
my
that
church.
got real fucking extreme super fast.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, I was at least holding out a little hope he'd wait until midway through to make me go, oh, you're gonna take advantage of some people's shit. Nope, immediately. I expected nothing, and I'm still disappointed.
Do you ever get depressed?
Okay, he's
Yes.
definitely profiling these people
What
based on
causes it?
hair.
I don't know.
It's only when a celebrity dies that the world is reminded that they have an appointment.
It's not.
Passing is much more
What
common than
about
people
when,
think.
like,
every minute,
a friend
100
dies?
people die. Every hour,
Ray.
6,000. Every day, 150,000. Every year, 54 million human beings kick the bucket. They
How many
die.
are born? More than that. Carrie
Okay,
Carrie
Carrie,
Fisher.
let's be, okay,
Whitney Houston. Prince.
Carrie Fisher,
Amy Winehouse. They're going back. Heath Ledger's dead.
I swear to God it said Guy Fieri for a second.
No.
I was gonna say, did I miss that he took his stop off in Flavortown and never came back? Holy fuck.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Sorry, Mindy McCready. I don't remember you.
B-roll of this guy crying? Oh no. Okay.
Oh, he was gonna shoot himself in the fucking brain.
I don't know, was that B-roll or did you guys film that?
Because
either you overpaid for it,
of suicides.
Or...
This year, America is likely to reach a grim milestone: the 40,000th death by suicide, the highest annual total on record.
Well, I mean, we have the highest
I was just
annual
gonna say,
population.
that's how population growth works, Ray. You don't get to just fudge numbers and expect no one to be like, eh.
Okay, but what's the percentage?
Right, per capita is what you want to look at.
Oh.
You can say we are the happiest country in the world. I like to say we're the least unhappy.
The country has the highest cancer rate in the world. Large portions of the population also suffer from alcoholism and depression.
And that's what's so frustrating about depression, because you don't know where it comes from. You know, you
Is that all they're gonna say about Denmark? No numbers or anything? He's just gonna say, before you look at Denmark and say it's the greatest country on earth, some of them are alcoholics.
Do you ever have suicidal thoughts?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
frequently.
Yep.
Again. Oh.
You ever consider suicide?
Yes, all the time.
Wow.
Isn't that scary?
I assume their conversation ends in try Jesus.
Yeah. You know what Jesus isn't?
Don't look like I usually look.
Medication.
Shake real bad.
You know what Jesus did?
Medication. Nothing
What?
I can do about
He
it.
committed suicide by police.
Oh, you...
My face,
Yep.
it's like a balloon.
I'd take another view, because I've been asked, if you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Bruce Springsteen.
And then they stop Neil deGrasse Tyson going, no, here are the merits of not living forever.
I've researched about the fastest ways, I guess, or what's going to hurt more and what's not, what takes longer, stuff like that.
You don't want to do this.
Okay.
Are you afraid of dying?
Can we not talk to the 12-year-old on the college campus? That'd be great, Ray.
She's in advanced placement classes.
I'm 80%
She
sure.
drives here from senior English.
I was just gonna say, I'm 80% sure Ray's mustache legally precludes him from talking to minors in most states.
You ever think about your own death?
Yeah.
Dude, you were just
This is
talking about how
scheme?
she just said she talked to you about how she thought about committing suicide. You a-hole.
I think it's. What do you have faith in?
And God?
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm a Catholic.
Oh! Got him! Take that, Ray! Out Christianed!
Broken the commandments?
Yeah.
Which ones are you broken?
Most likely all of them.
Except
Lied and
murder,
stolen.
hopefully.
Use God's name in vain. Your heart.
Like, one killed a
And the scriptures
dude.
say, he that hates
Is this
the
literal
Lord
guilt
will
trip
be
helping with your
punished.
depression?
Ever done
No.
that?
You're a terrible human being and your creator hates you. Would you like to maybe not be that anymore?
Oh, God.
Do you want to not kill yourself now? I'm Ray Comfort.
Adulterer,
Can I just
a harlot,
pet
and a
her?
fornicator. It's far more just than a judge. He
How
just
much
won't
time do you
forgive
think Ray
because you
took to
asked
think
him to.
about how much
has
soft
to be
focus background he wanted?
payment
What
for
level
your
of soft
sins.
focus?
So if God judges you by the
35
Ten
minutes.
Commandments with
35
the
minutes. He's like, how much should we
judgment
make?
day, do you
Yeah.
think you'd be innocent or guilty?
Dreamy look.
Oh, I would be guilty, but
Heaven or hell?
Make it look
definitely hell if we're talking about.
You got to repent and put your faith in Jesus. Be born again. When do you think you'll do that?
Right now.
You serious?
Yeah.
Would you be okay with?
Oh my God!
She's
I can't-
already a Catholic!
Does this all
Ray,
make sense?
you.
It's making sense, yes.
You didn't, that's not a win. You don't get a W for that. Take the L.
Life, eternal life. He saw an evangelist. The evangelist said, head for that light. He came to the
Oh,
cross.
Ray actually spent some money to get some bad CG done for this one. I'm impressed. It's okay.
Take away the
Okay.
sin of the world.
So far, I'm on board. It's looking better than those chick animations, so I'm
It's
down.
like the nut job, too.
With his friend Hopeful. Your mom and dad or
I feel
friends
like
can't have
Ray
faith.
Comfort is always freshly bathed from like a dog shampoo place. Like he goes in and the girls at PetSmart like, who's a good boy?
It's a lot
and
of
they
this. That beard always looks freshly. I don't know.
it's like it's got no nap to it whatsoever.
It's definitely like it was shampooed and there was like maybe a powder treatment, but then they blowed the powder out, so it still looks great.
He got regular shampooed conditioner and then more dry shampoo.
I don't know what you're doing
through
right.
it.
As far as everything else in your life, garbage, but the hair, it's fucking working.
It is.
I really feel like Ray artificially soft-focused the background because parts of the bike and parts of the other bike aren't equal. It's like he literally took a tool and just, but he missed a spot on that bike. Look, see, the yellow bike's really, really blurry. But some of the other stuff is soft around it, but it's like the red bike is fine, and I recognize the red bike is closer, but that amount of focus is not natural between the distance between those two bikes.
I don't know.
Ray is artificially creating soft focus.
It's important to
Oh!
You learned After Effects, yay!
Oh man, that was like some VH1 behind the music shit.
Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
That's from Full House.
I was just gonna say
That's the Full House shot. Wow, that was spot on. Full House.
I nailed it. Ooh.
Right up the butt.
I think the only thing worse than, like, total failure and suicide attempt, because you gotta feel like, oh, I fucking failed at that too. Failure by being grabbed directly by the gooch. Oh, he lost his hat too. He definitely died. That's how you can tell if the shoes or hat come off. That's how you can tell they're definitely dead.
Okay, by the way, this is not the way to go out.
No, terrible. All right,
that was funny though.
That one's entirely on her. She was not attentive in her attempt.
Yeah.
When I was 4 years old, my favorite uncle that I was named after committed suicide by shooting himself in the head. I'm sure you can imagine how negatively impacted I was by that as a little boy.
Luckily, I've been able to take that and turn it into an opportunity for me to sell products to churches and stuff. We'll probably sell some stuff at the end of this video.
About my uncle and what he did, and I would often consider committing suicide.
I understand this is like a serious thing right now. I am so glad this trend of bullshit YouTube videos and videos about deep things and you have note cards and you write the shit out on the note cards. It's a fucking video. Talk at the fucking camera.
And I can't, someone with snake bites, I can't, like, take you seriously. And I know that's not correct. It's a genetic fallacy on my part, but god damn it. What happened to the...
I know, the aspect ratio changed randomly. I don't know why.
Alright.
What the fuck? It just changed again. What? What's happening?
I think it's her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Maybe she edited it.
Is a sign of depression being terrible at editing things? That would explain a lot of our videos.
Is that the end of your video?
I think. Well, we're
pretty
coming
close.
to the end.
It's real close. Usually they sell stuff though.
We'll
excited
see.
to see
We'll
how much
see if
stuff
they do.
sell.
I'll go on their website afterward and find out what they're selling in regard to this, because the last one was real bad. That one was more about atheists, though.
Yeah.
Atheism versus God and evolution versus
fine
God.
with-
I will hope, because Ray Comfort was nice enough to send us a fruit basket when he fucked up and accidentally DMCA'd us. Falsely. I'll hope he won't shill things at the end of the suicide video, but...
Formed you in your mother's womb.
Look at the big head on that fucking... What? Look at that fetus's head. It
You
was
were
insane.
handcrafted by the creator, so if you are disfigured in any way, on purpose, it's a feature, not a flaw.
Down syndrome is like the cumin of people.
Do they taste like tacos if you lick them?
I'm just saying, like, you need to spice things up. It can't all be the same or else it get boring.
2, there is hope.
Can we hire a typographer? Because this is just delightful. I assume they do.
There you go.
There we go,
Suicide
okay.
prevention
So it's-
lifeline.
Hey, there you go.
It's
At
a
least
little
he put
Christian-y
that on
one,
there.
but still.
Fine. Alright, let's find out.
Is that it? Not gonna sell anything?
Thank you so much for watching Exit. I hope that you're reacting to this film as
Don't
we
sell
did.
anything.
That
Don't
you're
ask for
wrestling
donations.
With your emotions,
Don't
and
do
that
it.
you're
This is
saying to
about people
yourself,
killing themselves.
What can I do to stop this terrible tragedy? Please take a moment to share this life-saving
Okay,
film
that's
with
fine.
others. Simply go to
Not selling anything
theexitmovie.com
yet.
and click Outreach for 3 things you can do in under 3 minutes to help get the word out. In addition, we've produced a very informative, easy to follow.
Wait, hold on. How much is it?
To help you and your church reach out to those struggling with
Are
depression.
they gonna all
and
proceeds
suicidal
go to?
thoughts. For this study, we were joined by Dr. John Street, chair of the Biblical Counseling
Yeah, I'm
Graduate
thinking
Program
they're just
at
selling
Masters
shit.
University.
Fuck, guys, really? This is
We were
not-
so close.
I was really hoping you'd go tasteful on this one. You did
Visit
not.
theexitmovie.com to
Oh,
learn more about
no.
the video study and for details about how you can purchase Exit DVDs at a very low cost.
Oh no, a book that comes with it! Oh god!
And suicidal thoughts. This helpful
It
resource
was-
is available in bulk
You
at a
know,
very low
out of
price
all the
so
movies
that you
they've
can
done, this one was probably the least intrusive. I mean, we were talking during
Yeah.
it, so we missed some stuff. I mean, it talked about God and stuff, but whatever. Those people could have walked away from those discussions if
And
they
one
wanted
did
to.
for sure.
Yes. The selling the shit at the end. Ooh.
Yeah.
That doesn't look great. Again, if you were really serious, you probably should have been like, all the proceeds are going to go to suicide prevention. Even if it was like Christian suicide prevention hotlines or whatever.
Yeah.
Fine. You're about to make a profit on this, though, and that's gross.
Yeah.
And then we made a profit on talking about it. I'm not grandstanding, though. Thank you for your money for this. So anyway.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the end of that. So, I guess we can take these out of our skulls. I think Ray Comfort shouldn't talk about anything like this to any person.
Yeah, I think he went into this probably with good intentions. I do think Ray Comfort wants to help people, but at the same time he thought, I could definitely make some money. Like usual, he just picked a topic to sell DVDs to ministries about, because that's what these free YouTube things, it's a brilliant business model he figured out now, by the way. It used to be that
Right.
they'd all be on DVD.
Do they run ads on these? Because I know we have YouTube Red, so I don't know if...
I'm not positive.
Typically they get like 1 million plus, though, so...
Right, but he started putting these full movies on YouTube to make it look like he's releasing his films. But really, he's just taking his resources and he's putting way more resources in these study guides and stuff, which they always shill at the end of these. So it's not a 45-minute, hour-long movie on YouTube he's giving you for free. It's an hour-long infomercial for ministries who like this kind of stuff, so then they will go to the website and buy the resources to try and do outreach to people. This is never... Ray isn't making this with any sort of intention. Maybe he's lied to himself to the point where he does think he's doing it, or maybe he thinks to himself, well, I'll make money on it, but it'll help people too. It's kind of a self-lie, if that's what he's thinking.
Right, and I won't say that this is the most tasteless thing he's ever done.
Absolutely not.
I'm not super angry. I'm not very frustrated. It's just sort of... like, Ray is a person we have a very tangential relationship with at this point. But because I know him just a little bit, like, we have a little bit of interaction, it makes me feel icky on his behalf.
A little.
You know? And so it's like, Ray. And I'm glad there was a suicide prevention thing, and I know it's a Christian-y one, but that will help some Christians who are dealing with depression. I'm sure, you know, they can't be totally ineffective, but again, if you're not a Christian, which you're probably not because you're here, and if you do have depression, there are several ways to deal with it. Sometimes it's as simple as, like, maybe it's not actual clinical depression, maybe you're just going through a phase of depression like, you know, I have before.
Yeah.
In that case, my advice for clinical depression, for just, like, being depressed, my advice always helps is be around your friends, stay busy, and maybe pick up a project or something. This show is actually born out of both of us kind of falling into a rut and wanting to have something to put energy into other than stuff that didn't really matter. Now, I don't think either of us were, like, super hamstrung by depression at the time.
No.
But still, it was nice to put energy and effort into a thing that we were building, and, like, we built this from the ground up from nothing, and obviously with your help and stuff, but I mean, you're not here if we don't try, so, you know, I take pride in that. And I'm not saying you're going to end up with a career on YouTube or something else, but literally just, like, picking up a guitar and learning how to play guitar. Anything that you enjoy, maybe just going on walks more, being physically active really helps, so, I don't know.
As far as clinical depression is concerned, I actually think what Ray is doing here is somewhat dangerous.
I agree.
Let me explain why. Because you're someone with clinical depression. It is an actual chemical imbalance in your brain. Your actions won't have much of an effect on your mood.
Right.
Depression, for those of you who haven't experienced it, clinical depression isn't necessarily being sad all the time. It's a feeling of... How do I explain
lethargy.
If you've ever lethargy, not feeling positive emotions, it's almost a lack of emotion. If you've ever seen Inside Out, I think it's actually a really good way to explain to children how depression works. It feels like everything shuts down. It feels like you're just almost dead inside, like you don't feel anything. Things you used to enjoy don't evoke happiness anymore or excitement.
And the difference being between clinical depression and the depression you get because of, like, exterior causes typically, this passes with effort and with... This'll stick around whether you like it or not, and for no reason often.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not a triggered thing. You could have a shitty day and not be depressed, and have a good day and then be depressed.
Now, the problem is, Ray, you're here selling... come to Jesus, this will solve your problem.
Right.
The thing is, there are people out there who are probably very receptive and open to that message. They're so desperate and feel so wanting help that they're going to go and say, okay, I will do anything to make this feeling stop just so I can feel normal again. And then they maybe do exactly what you say, but that won't help them because they have clinical depression, and actively trying to do things might not work, probably won't work. And then they're going to say, well, that guy sold me on that. I was sure that was going to work. Now it didn't work. Might as well kill myself.
At a certain point.
So, Ray, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in an accusatory way. This isn't me saying this is... I would not be shocked if this video kills at least one person who does say, okay, I'm going to try and devote myself to Christ. They try it, but being that they have clinical depression, it won't work.
Right.
And they end up killing themselves.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, that's not to say that seeking help for your clinical depression will lead to an actual cure, but...
it can help you get on a path to cope and manage.
It absolutely would. I can't imagine something so ineffective that it wouldn't at least tip the scales toward good. Even if it's an overall negative still, like it's just so heavy on this side, it should tip a little bit.
Yeah.
And, Hugo, for instance, has a really good grasp of self-awareness, in my opinion. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago. We were in the car driving around, and you were talking about your dad and how he deals with his shit, and you know, you don't have a great relationship, and then how you deal with yours, and you realize that, like, it's not nobody's fault. Often if it's something wrong, it can be your fault, or you can identify the thing even if it's not your fault. So while you will still experience the anxiety or the depression and stuff, through years of dealing with it and actually facing it and not, you know, trying to shirk off the responsibility to a deity, you've come with a coping thing. And while you still have the Like, I can tell when you have anxiety. He walks around a lot, and he gets worried about stuff, and that's fine. That's just how he is, and I'm the chill one, so it helps. But, like, he could talk himself through the issue. And I think that's what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people are scared to kind of talk about that, especially to themselves. Because often, like, people don't want to take on their inadequacies. And especially with someone with, like, crippling depression, talking about and facing your inadequacies could make it worse for the short term.
Yeah.
So that's why counseling is important and medication is often important. And I know you don't take medication right now, and you haven't for a couple years.
I used to when I was in therapy for a while,
Right.
and I used the medication in tandem with that, and that helped me. And a lot of people do that; they'll go on.
How long
it'll
has
help.
it been? A few years at least.
2
right?
years.
Yeah,
or
I was
so.
gonna say 2. So I don't know. So
and some people might be on, but some people are on it their entire lives, and that's fine. If it helps you, that's great.
Yeah, and you've gone through phases where you thought maybe you should get back on, but then you don't, and then
it just depends.
Fine.
It's
to have good and bad days. So again, I've never dealt with clinical depression. I don't think I will, at least for the foreseeable, because I don't know. I'm typically a pretty positive guy.
I have a lot of mental illness in my family, so
Right.
it's not that shocking.
My thing is to overcome crippling alcoholism, which I'm fine with, so I'm good with that. I don't drink very often, but if you guys have any problems, I really want you to, especially if it's suicidal in nature, please reach out to. If you're not comfortable with talking with someone on the phone, like a hotline or something, your medical professionals, but also your friends and families, those people that like confidants. It's very good to at least start building the blocks of a foundation where you can kind of like get better.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. I think next week, we'll get to the actual review, or we'll go point by point by point.
Yeah.
That's what this was. This is our first viewing. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it again and take notes. I'm sure you will too.
Yep.
Review will probably be next week or the week after. Look out for that.
I'm moving soon, like very soon.
Yeah.
So it'll be after I move in. Yeah. But anyways, you can always follow us on Twitter, Bible Reloaded, Hugo Reloaded, and please, if you need anything, just stuff on the screen.
Yeah. Also, if you want to help support the show, donate to the Patreon. It'd be great if you've ever been on the fence about it. Even $1 or even less than $1 would be great. The YouTube ad system is still kind of fucky right now, so it'd be nice. If you can't, I get it. But if you like the show, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So,
or donate $1 to some suicide thing
Sure.
on our behalf.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably better to say at the end of this one, so we're not like Ray. Donate $1 to a suicide hotline.
There you go.
And then next month, give it to us. Anyway, until next time, I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake.
Don't kill yourself.
Wow, that was.
We love you.
Blunt. We do love you.
Where'd those butt plugs go?
Where are they? Oh, what are we gonna do without them? Oh, that's not good. Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
that was pretty satisfying.
These are gonna be things from now on.
You should definitely go now, because this shit's not about to be advertiser friendly.